Hey, welcome back to the channel, Project Victory Lap. I know it's been a good while since I gave you guys any updates on where I've been with the mini tubs. I've been working like crazy, wrapping up the construction season. It's starting to slow down now, so I've been able to get out here and kind of get some work done and get some things together. So here's a quick update on where we are with the car. Check it out. So we have officially got the mini tubs in the car, all fabbed up and welded. Um, I want to give a good shout out or a big shout out to my homeboy Brandon, who helped me with this process and who's helping me with all the fabrication work. I couldn't have done this without his help. I'm not a fabricator nor a welder, but he's been teaching me how to weld and teaching me how to fabricate, and we really appreciate him for walking me through this process. You know, it's been a good while, but we've been chipping away. Chipping away at it as we go around our regular personal lives. So, I've been moving on his watch, and he's been, moving around on mine too, based off our work schedules and everyday life. But, I've been able to get a fuel door in here. I'm actually thinking about changing it and going to the one that extends out there. We'll see. I'm gonna wait until I put the tank in it. I'm more than likely will, because of the lines. I get more access to the lines if I go back there. Um, yeah, but we got the tubs in. Um, like I said, shout out to my boy Brandon. I wouldn't be able to do this without his help. But we got the clearance cover in. We got the tubs in. They're all welded in, and we kind of went, like I say, kind of overboard with the welding, but it's all getting seam sealed. Once we move on to the next project, which I'm gonna talk about here in a second, but yeah, everything's gonna get seam sealed and POR 15 when we get to that point. The rear end is actually in the car. It's mocked up. I got all my adjustments where they need to be. As far as the rear end being squared up, it's all squared up other than the wheelbase. The wheelbase is close. It's about a half an inch off. It's 101 is this wheelbase for a third gen. 100 is the wheelbase for a fourth gen. I'm at 100 and a half. I figured that was good enough for me to just test fit the wheels, which I'll be putting on the car here. Remind you, there's no brakes on the car, so the wheels will come out, a little bit more once the brakes are actually on the car. But this is where we are. We put a lot of time and a lot of work in making this right. Like I say, we'll seam seal it, and I'll end up PORing everything once we get the other fab work done. So next we're moving on to the floors. I know I said that I didn't want to do whole floors and I was just going to do patch panels. Well, I kind of had to change my mind on that in order enough to get the car to be what it needs to be. This pan isn't so bad right here, but after further inspection, we got some rust up there at the seam where the firewall meet on both sides. We got a spot there that's kind of, hit. And then this side over here, the floor it's not that soft, but it has some soft spots in it. And you got that hole right there in that pillar, kind of wrap around, and those soft spots after we hit it with a wire wheel, it just kind of chipped off and broke off. And I don't know if you can see it, but way back there in that corner back there is doing the same thing. That comes from you guys or anybody who take out the wheel liners. You drive these cars as a daily driver in the rain with no wheel liners, and because this car doesn't have them, you just throw water up there. As you're driving, it just slings water up in there and it just kind of eats it away. So we will be doing floors. I do have the floors brand new. They are actually over here. Excuse the darkness. I actually get a light on here, but those are the floors. These are the floors, purchased brand new. So this will be the next phase of the project. We'll just go ahead and burn new floors in it, make it right, make it clean, and then after that we will be burning in the cage. And once we burn the cage in the car, which is actually sitting over there in that corner, we will POR 15 top bottom. Probably go overkill with it because I don't want the car rusting. I am a Michigan resident, so I don't plan on driving the car in the winter nor the rain or snow. But, you know, just want to make sure I preserve the car for as long as I can. I plan on having this car for a very, very long time. Hopefully until, you know, the end of time for me. So, you know, just a quick update. Still got a lot of work to do to this car. The gas tank's out of it because we got to do some welding. But, you know, the front end is pretty much how I brought it. It does have a K-member, like I said, and tubular control arms in it. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to keep this. I'm not going to probably do the racket pinion setup. I'm probably just going to get a manual gearbox from an S10 or something. And obviously, I'm going to do front struts and caster plates and all of that. But, you know, that's down the line. So without further ado, we're going to bolt these tires up and let you guys see how it look with the tires on it. And yeah, stay tuned. 1 second, we'll be back. And we're back. So remind you that that tire is going to come out another 1/2 inch or so when the brakes is on it. So I won't be right up against this quarter panel, but it'll come out about another 1/2 inch. I'm also going to set the car close to stock wheel height, so maybe a 1/2 inch over, just enough to make it to where it's not rubbing. But I know I said I wasn't going to put quarters on this car, but I am now. So I'll make sure that this lip here clears this tire, because this lip under here, you can't see it, it's folded over. They rolled the lip. One of the reasons why I rusted, knocked all the paint off and didn't treat it. But I know I said I wasn't going to do quarters because of that, but I am now, because when I took the ground effects off to do the tubs, I found that. So I am definitely doing quarter panels now. Car probably go all the way together and be a running car, and then I'll go back and I'll do all the body work and, you know, paint the car and make it look nice. But yeah, this quarter is in better shape, but I'm still doing it just because of that. But anyway, this is where we are. I set it up to where this is a 10-inch rim. This is a 2810 10.5 9W. That's probably what I'll be running, but I'll probably run a pro bracket. But I set it up to where I can run up to a 12-inch rim. And there's my clearance. I got plenty of clearance. Plenty. Well, that's an offset arm. I'm trying to get an angle for you guys. Sorry. There we go. So, yeah. It's offset arm, so I got plenty of clearance between the tire and the control arm. Plenty of clearance all around the whole wheel. So, yeah, if I decide to upgrade wheels, I will later. Same thing on this side. Plenty of clearance, wheel clearance, you know. Sorry you guys, the camera. Angle kind of sucks, but same thing. There's plenty of wheel clearance between that wheel and that control arm. Once I get everything mocked up, I'll go ahead and I'll weld in my tabs for my anti-roll and get that in the proper location. Right now they're kind of just sitting there. I am going to repowder coat all of this stuff and do something with this as well. But you kind of get the gist of where we are. I gotta say I'm really happy with the tubs. We kind of made that piece up there from the inside of the car. This is from the underneath to keep this fuel door access for the filler neck, and I'm going to put a the plastic piece that came back in it. I'm going to make some tabs and fab up the tabs to put that back to cover the filler neck. But that's where we are with that, kind of keeping that filler neck housing or tunnel. So yeah, there she is. Like I said, we'll be moving on to the floors next, so hit that like button so you guys can keep up with the latest and greatest from Project Victory Lap. We got some stuff done and we gotten started here, and we're gonna keep going, and I'm gonna make this car really nice over time. Like I said, be patient with me. These things take time and money, and you know, if you ever built a car or spent your money and you're not well off, you know how hard it is to fit this into a budget, well, for a 9-to-5 guy like myself. So with that being said, you guys have a blessed one, and until next time, don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button. See ya. Peace out.